Hello, how are you? You alright? So we're at the centre of the flat Earth plane. We've got something called the 0 point, and this is the Aurora Borealis, green coming out.
At the very centre of the Earth's disk plane, we have a zero gate, and from this, the green astral light, the Aurora Borealis, comes up. I think of the green astral light as the green dragon, the green mother. As this green light comes up from the Holy of Holies, it used to hit upon the green elven emerald heart. Every elf had one of these green emerald hearts. And the function of this heart was its ability to be able to fold the plasma fields, or fold the plasma of the green dragon or the Aurora Borealis. It could fold this along the sacred geometrical lines. If you look at the word elf, you can break it down to ELF, electric light frequency. So this is the heart of the elf. This is the ability of the elf to be able to fold the green astral light into the sacred geometric pattern, and that sacred geometric pattern then becomes a template on which all nature is created. So every flower, every tree, everything had one of these templates of light which was created by the elves. So the green astral jet would come up and hit against the elven emerald heart. That heart will be able to fold this green light into sacred geometry, which would act as a template, and that went on to create the Tree of Life. And within the centre of every kingdom there lies a queen, and she has her own emerald heart. And she is able to project from her heart various patterns of light and sound, which becomes a template for the various plants and animals. So think of this firmament as being the outside of the skin of a auric field. She could create a kingdom within it. So the queen, the elven queen, stood at the centre of her reality, and from her she projected a holographic world in which all the elves or all the living light patterns could exist. She created the Tree of Life without the elven heart. The green astral light, or the great dragon, just rises from the pit. He has no structure, he has not formed. That's why he just splurts up above the plasma screen of the firmament. When the elves was here upon the earth, they stood in the 0 point. They breathed into the light of the emerald dragon, and they folded it along the sacred lines of the geometric patterns to create templates upon which the rest of nature was formed. Here we've got the flat earth model, and this is the centre of the dish, and the exit is the centre. So we live in a holographic reality, but I think there are many zero gates, there are many centres. If you can imagine that our reality is like black and white checkered floors, you can imagine one of these 0 points exist on each of the 4 corners of these squares. And over every single 0 gate there would have stood the Tree of Life. So the whole planet is just one big forest of trees of life. This reality has many 0 gates upon it, and every 0 gate there stood an elf. And every elf could create itself its own world tree. The centre of our world grew the world tree. It grew in spirals. The energy that came up from the earth formed the tree that way. The tree was not static but moved in a constant corkscrew fashion, moving in self-generating toroidal motion. The tree generated power to create this reality of the elves. They say that there's only one tree, and I think that's incorrect. I think we obviously know that we live in a holographic matrix, and therefore the whole of our plane, there is many world trees, all corkscrewing, generating life. And at the centre of the tree resides a queen. She had in her heart a green emerald, which had green flame, like a pilot light burning at the centre. This was the flame of the green dragon, who has birthed us from this imperishable flames in the heart of the womb of the mother. This flame is what caused life to be. It was the power of the green flame that breathed from the green mouth of the green dragon mother, which fueled the creation of our reality. The flame field, the emerald heart, which gave the elven queen the ability to create fractal geometric patterns of light and sound, which formed this entire kingdom around her. With the emerald heart, she has templates to bring plants and animals and flowers. She could literally dream her kingdom around her, in which her people lived in. The queen had the ability to reap from the green fire of the dragon mother, which then the templates which are being used to code this creation. These codes hold manifest in reality by the corkscrewing ocean of the trees. Trees form down electricity that forms patterns on which the idea or templates of the queen could form. So a positive and negative charge is needed to electrically power the movement of the tree in the corkscrew motion. What looks like little serpents that move across the branches like electrical currents moving what looks like an incredible organic machine. The colours squared through the codes which hold the DNA codes for the creation of plants and animals. It seems like the world tree was like a number crunching machine like it's turning out DNA codes with its corkscrew motion. Their DNA codes revealed into the plasma ether and form geometric patterns which become templates of all the plants, flowers, animals in the Queen Kingdom. The World Tree is a virtual reality machine turning out number codes to build the kingdom of the Elven Queen and her people. There is not just the World Tree, we are living in a holographic matrix, and therefore at the centre of each kingdom stood one of these mighty trees. It would appear as if they were separate entities, but they were all connected by the mushroom, which shared its roots and acted as their telephone exchange between the trees. So there is your internet. That's how they communicate.